Marine Corps?
Well, it was kind of lonesome in my neighborhood because all my eligible friends all were running in the service: Navy, Army, Marine Corps, and my best friend Russell. He happened to be he was 4F. He couldn't go in the service, and so one day he took me by the hand and took me down to the Marine Corps recruiting station in Boston, and I joined the Marine Corps. And of course, when I brought the paper home, my mother refused to sign it, and I told her I was going to run away from home if she didn't sign the paper. And so she finally relinquished and signed the paper, and this was May 1942, and I joined the Marine Corps. And
How old were you?
I was 16. I was born in 26.
And you got to Parris Island. Tell us about your experience at Parris Island.
Well, at Parris Island, it was in December, and yeah, the reason it was December because when I got there, I came down with cat fever and I was hospitalized. That was from the tetanus shot that they gave me. And I wound up in another platoon, and of course the weather was superb, the palm trees, but my drill instructor was Sergeant Doyle and Corporal Reed, and Sergeant Doyle was a sadist. He was drunk all the time, and he would hustle us out of the barracks 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and stark naked, he'd have us get on our hands and knees with bricks, sand and dirt and water, what they call holy stone the deck. And after that, we'd hose it down, and then, buckets of water, and then bring in the car, bring our bunks back in. Other times they would take our rifles, put bayonets on them, and in our underwear or naked, he'd have us crawl up and over to all the bunks with the rifle, behind us. And also at the slightest infraction, he'd have us all march all night out in the dirt, out in the sand there with full packs. And but it turned out we all turned out good. We wound up at the rifle range. I shot expert, and in those days the pay was $50 a month. When I fired expert, I got $5 extra, so I got $55 a month. And it went down in increments. Sharpshooter was $30, sharpshooter was $3, and marksman got $2. But in any event, then I was, after boot camp, I was sent home on leave.
How tough was Parris Island in those days?
Oh my God, I wouldn't want to go through it again. It was really tough. And of course, you never complained. And every time I wrote a letter home to my family and my friends, I always described everything, how rosy it was, how, the food was good, everything. I never complained about what we were going through. And I mean, hey, we had a lot of sleepless nights there, and the treatment was horrendous, very sadistic. But I guess that was part of the training back then. All the drill instructors were like that. And when they party all night, and we were the ones who suffered. But a lot of them went on to combat themselves, got killed. But it was the training that, helped us a great deal, not only in combat, but later in life.
Was the training adequate to prepare you for the butchery?
Oh, absolutely. Without that training, and I still remember it today, without that training, I don't think I would have survived the war, because I was able to do so many things during combat, not only for myself, but for my buddies, that, once you learn these things in boot camp, you never forget them. It's second nature to you. And even today, there are many, many people who say they saved their life because of their training in boot camp in the Marine Corps.